Hey everybody, John here with WikiGameGuides. Let's Play Daily number 3. That's my goofy face in the corner of the thumbnail, if you're watching this. This is the second half of the new Nightfall strike. Oh my god, that ridiculous scream. I did not have my headphones down quiet enough. Holy shit, make a note to turn the volume down on this video. I don't make a lot of really dumb videos, but by the time this video is up, I don't know, I was just kind of bored and didn't feel like editing a full tutorial of something more complex, but I edited a video called, what the hell is the name of that witch? That witch versus Yoko Ono. Omnigul versus Yoko Ono. And I don't know. It cracked me the fuck up editing that video. Yoko Ono is completely insane, and that scream that witch makes is just completely insane. So anyway, this is a series of videos, do a Let's Play every day, and right now, second half of the new Nightfall strike that's included with the Dark Below DLC. This is a crazy fucking hard strike. I don't know how, I mean, maybe there's a way to pull it off solo. I haven't really come close yet, like even that first room, like I really don't know how it's gonna be possible. It's just so, this is a long strike with 3 people. I mean, 2 parts, like 35 minutes total, I think, with a little bit of editing to get through the whole thing by myself. Jesus Christ. I wish that, I'm really liking this DLC. I'm really liking getting back into Destiny. So it's fun going back and playing this game again. Especially, you know, I think when I did the first Daily Destiny series and I was playing this game every single day, I started to kind of miss the forest for the trees, as you could say, in terms of things that I didn't like about this game, or problems with this game, or yeah, that's it. And I think taking a little bit of time off instead of just playing it fucking incessantly every single day, and getting back to it a little bit, having a little bit of new content, and some new strikes and some new challenges. And I haven't tried the what the fuck is it called? The raid. I haven't tried the new raid yet, and unfortunately I won't be able to till Monday. I'm going out of town. When this video goes live, I will be on an airplane, headed on the way, leaving on a jet plane, to San Diego. Or, translation's been lost over the years, Whale's vagina. And I'm going out there for, you probably guessed it, a fucking Broncos game. If you're new to this channel, I live in Denver. Been a Broncos fan for, oh man, way too long. And I like to travel like once a year to go see an away game, and this is that game. And it's going to be a big game too. So if you want to watch that game on TV, I think it's the afternoon game. I don't have tickets yet. Still got to get tickets for that game. I've never been to San Diego either, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm sure I'll have some really good stories when I get back on Monday with Monday's Let's Play Daily video, talking about probably lots of drinking and lots of ridiculousness out in San Diego. So today's video, I wanted to go over comments from the last couple Let's Play Daily videos as I've started this thing back up. So yesterday's video, I was talking about the restriction of this Nightfall strike right here to just the people that have paid for it. And basically, I made the argument that Destiny is still a full price game. If you went out there and paid $60 for this, you're not getting the full package. Like, you're limited from doing the weekly Nightfall strike and getting that that weekly buff, that 25% experience buff, and all the rewards that come from doing the Nightfall strike on a full price game. And that I think is kind of strange. Like, maybe if they had dropped the price on this game $20 and it was a $40 game, which there's no way that they would do before the game comes out before Christmas, that like maybe that's a reasonable way to do it. And like, obviously they do it to encourage people to buy the DLC that may possibly be on the fence about buying the new DLC. But this part of the strike, this is a shitty part. Like, this is one of the parts about this game that I have kind of a problem with in terms of design. Like, there's so many parts of this game where basically you enter a room. Like, how many strikes do you end up doing this on? Where you enter a room and, what am I doing in the pause menu here? Ammo synthesis. And basically you just have to find that invisible line in the ground that you know that the enemies aren't going to run past, or some safe spot to kind of snipe people from a distance, and then just chip away at everybody's health. Like that's, I mean, I don't know if it's not fun or it's just not well designed or what like. This is the thing that happens a lot with every single strike mission, especially if you try to do it solo. And like the next room, I haven't even made it far enough into the next room to know if there is like a better way to approach this thing. You die so freaking quickly as you get into this next room that you don't even have a chance to really explore it. So it's kind of like, I don't know what you call that, like invisible line, invisible threshold, straddling, or whatever. But this game does it a lot, and it really started to bother me after doing this strike and basically never leaving this little area that I'm at, this little starting area. And I think actually the very last mission of this new DLC, the very last single player mission where you have to, I think it was the first Let's Play daily video for this new DLC, where you have to kill that. Oh no, I never even posted that video. I never posted that one. So it's the third mission, and you have to kill like 3 or 4 waves of witches and all the enemies that they spawn, and then it finishes off with a boss fight against a giant ogre, kind of like the one that you see in the Nightfall strike or the weekly strike, where you go down into the summoning pits. The guy that's all chained up. An enemy very similar to that guy. Anyway, so that mission, that actually has like a good arena feel to it, and you're not like, it gives you a lot of room to kind of navigate and run around, and I guess the first that summoning pit strike. Now you can sit in the back, and it's easier to do if everybody sits in the back and just snipes through that one little door. But I think, I mean, if you couldn't just sit in that back room and snipe the summoning pit boss, then the mission I think will be pretty unbalanced and maybe impossible. Maybe not impossible, but it would probably be impossible to do solo, and it's manageable with 3 people just running around them playing it probably how they intentionally designed it. But I think like if they kicked you out of that room, there'd be a lot of people bitching out that mission is way too freaking hard. So maybe they use these kind of waiting room foyer design strategies as a shitty holdover or a shitty cop-out for good balanced boss fights in this game. I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling at this point. Let's get to some of the comments from the last video. Freight Train wrote an excellent comment. I don't think it'll matter, and this is in response to did Bungie make the right decision for Destiny by making the Nightfall and Heroic weekly strikes exclusive to people who buy the $20 Dark Below DLC. He wrote, I don't think it'll matter. They'll be back to regular Nightfall next week when the Iron Banner comes back. Yeah, but there's what, 4 strikes total, and now 5 with this one. So every 5th week, so just under once a month, you'll be seeing this one. And I would guess that more often than not, they're going to be showing this one because it's the new one, and because they want people to buy that new DLC. And there are tons of ways to get the gear from the Nightfall strike, and really it's not about the gear. And really the folks who are grinding their ass off would actually use the XP boost, most likely would find value in the DLC and buy it. That's true. I think if they start putting every DLC in a separate playlist, then they segment the community. Well, they did that actually for Crucible. There's 2 new Crucible playlists that include the new maps. So it's not like there's matchmaking playlists. It's not like there's matchmaking period for the Nightfall strike. So that's kind of a shitty argument. Blah, blah, blah. It'll be even harder to play with friends than it is. Every other first-person shooter, for example, Call of Duty, gives you 4 multiplayer maps, maybe a new weapon, and costs twice as much. No, doesn't cost twice as much. Bungie added some single-player, some 3-player co-op content, and a new 6-player co-op on top of the 3 new multiplayer maps. It's worth the money. I'm not arguing that it's worth the money. I think that they're just making a weird choice by excluding people that may have just bought this $60 game from being able to see all the content and get all the rewards. For those wanting to play the game casually or new players, I don't think this will be an issue. And they can always change it. Us bitching at each other about it is pointless. That's a very good point. It is pointless. I think it's just an interesting debate. We need to bring our issues to Bungie directly and let them make the changes. They have shown that if a majority of the community wants something changed, it'll get changed. This game has been patched 12 times since the release. Wow. Has it really? 12 times? Jeez, I quit counting. It's unreal considering it's only been out since September. Yeah, so mid-September to mid-December now, essentially. So October, November, so 3 months. In 3 months, I've had 12 patches. That's 3 patches a month. No, 4 patches a month. I did my math wrong there. Wow, that's actually really impressive. That's a patch a week. That is actually unreal. Besides the new stuff, it's awesome. I've gotten my $89 worth already, and I still have at least 1 expansion to go. I agree. I don't think my issue was ever the value of the DLC. I think my issue was simply that they're doing people who just bought the game a disservice, and that is kind of shitty, I think. Let's find another comment. Ricardo Arenas wrote, I don't think that this is a good idea to block the Nightfall and Weekly. That is part of the original game, not the DLC. Don't take away our game for a little extra cash. Well, I guess that kind of reflects what I was just saying. And there was one other person who wrote a shitty comment that I wanted to bring up. GT Gaming 69 wrote, stop begging for likes. It's beneath you. Unfortunately, it's not beneath me. Maybe I don't really have anything that's beneath me other than your mom's chin, fucker. Unfortunately, because of how YouTube works, because there's so much content on YouTube, I have to make a verbal call to action on every single video saying, please give this video a like, because it does increase the amount of people that click the like button on every single video that I say that on. It's a very easy to track thing. And because even if you're subscribed to this channel, that doesn't mean that you're going to see all my new videos. It doesn't mean that when you go to youtube.com or my subscriptions that my video is going to be there. And it's important to me that if I'm spending my time making these videos, spending, the hour or whatever I spent recording this video and then going back again and recording this 22-minute voiceover, and then spending the time creating the thumbnail and writing the description and publishing it and all that shit, that I'm getting a lot of people to see it. If I don't do that, then it's not worth my time. I should be spending my time making fucking collectibles videos, which always get a lot of views. I mean, this video, if I'm lucky, will get 2,000 views. That's not very much in terms of how much you earn. You may also think that turning on fan funding on YouTube is beneath me, but it's not. I just turned that on. So, so here's the kind of trade-off. If I had 200,000 because I have 200,000 subscribers, if 1% of you offered to pay, or paid $10 one time a year to support my channel, then I would never fucking care about asking for likes. But because it's essential to the growth of this channel to ask for a like and to continue to grow the channel and continue to get new subscribers, then yeah, I have to fucking do it. It is shitty. And I think maybe on that last video I was begging a little bit instead of just saying hit that like button and just move on. I think maybe I went into a little bit of a tirade, like I am right now, about the importance of doing that. And back to the YouTube algorithm deciding what videos you actually see or what videos you see in your subscription box. It's kind of like one of these things. It's kind of a weird chicken egg thing. Like, because everybody else has to do it, I have to do it to outshine the competition. Yeah, fuck it. I'm moving on from this. You guys don't give a fuck about the ins and outs of what I have to do on a daily basis and how I decide what to say specifically on these videos. Comments from the first Let's Play Daily video. Awesome gameplay wrote. I haven't bought the DLC yet, but I'm impressed with the difficulty of that last mission you did. Oh, that was in the video. Never mind. The ogre fight. The checkpoints could be a little better, but I guess that's part of what made it difficult. These videos are great. I love the life stories and personal opinions that you share with us. Keep up the good work. I think I mentioned in yesterday's video that Tinder girl never wrote back after the DUI excuse. I'm still waiting to hear back, but I'm recording the next few videos in advance because I'm going out of town. So on Monday, I'll probably have an update on that, as well as some San Diego stories. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I hope that I can bring something to these Destiny gameplay videos that nobody else can. Like, there's a great fucking South Park episode a couple days ago about making gaming videos on YouTube. What are the fucking chances of that? And it actually featured PewDiePie. I mean, he's not a person I like, and you know, a lot of the other. Oh, I mean, it's not that I don't like him. It's that I think his content is juvenile, and a lot of the shit on YouTube is juvenile, and a lot of the over-the-top reactions and people just screaming into their microphones with insane overreactions. It drives me crazy, and I think maybe the reason that you are 16 minutes into this video right now is that because it drives you fucking crazy too. They're not genuine, they're annoying, they're obnoxious, and I mean, like, even their thumbnails with just their what the fuck is that guy's name? Tobiscus, whatever the fuck, Toby Turner. He's an obnoxious fucking twat, and just even looking at the thumbnails of his videos, I get annoyed. So it's kind of like, I don't want to do that. I have my picture in the thumbnails of these videos, but I think that's just, for me, I'm just using that as kind of a way to say I'm talking on this video. This is a chatty video. This isn't a tutorial video or a walkthrough video. This is, you know, one of these videos where I'm just talking into the mic, kind of having a little bit of a therapy jam session. But I don't have like, look at my picture versus look at his shithead reaction. Just like with like, I wish you could see. Well, maybe you can see on a future video. I'll add a little webcam so you can see me talking. But like the fucking screwed up faces that people use in their thumbnails, that's fucking calculated. They know that those screwed up faces bring in more viewers and get more people to click that thumbnail. And I can't lower myself to make those shitty faces. I can't. I can't do it. I gotta draw the line somewhere. Instead of making those shitty things, I'll put more time into making tutorial videos and how-to videos and collectible videos, because I know those do well. And instead of fucking pandering to the lowest common 8-year-old denominator, I will try to put out a little bit more interesting, personal-related content. D-Master on the next comment wrote, and this is from the first video as well, I'm glad to see some daily videos coming back. The only thing that I've used was Tinder, response to the Tinder stuff, which I was on for a bit, just mainly to see what it was about. I'm not really one for hooking up, though, and I'm horribly picky, so it just wasn't for me. Yeah, Tinder certainly has that stigma just for hookups, which isn't a problem. So, pardon the interruption there. Roommate negotiations going down. It's fucking cold here in Colorado, really freaking cold. And I live in a big house with a couple other guys, and the top floor is like insanely expensive to heat, and the bottom floor is like sweltering hot. So we're trying to figure out how the fuck to deal with that. I don't have a good idea other than space heaters. So anyway, back to Tinder. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun to play around with, honestly, just to kind of look at the pictures and say yes, no. You just kind of feel like it's kind of like a power trip in a weird way. Kind of like just seeing all these girls and be like, wow, there's a lot of people looking for whatever they're looking for out there. A lot of single girls, I guess, is the best way to say it. Just a lot of options out there. And in a way that's actually kind of like, that's kind of a fun feeling to have, like, oh my god, the world's my oyster. No double entendre intended there. That's fucking filthy. Anyway, so that's the end of the Nightfall Strike. If you haven't hit that like button already, please do so. It helps me out a lot. Come back tomorrow for the next Game On Daily video. I will be showing off... what am I going to be doing? Some more Crucible and the Daily Challenge, actually. So, thanks for watching, and Game On.